Hi there, Dawn Priolet here, and wow, I have felt guided to really this month um, to make a very honest video, a very kind of vulnerable video, and I want to first of all say I am so sorry. Now, this is not actually going to be a Ho'oponopono video, although I have done those before. But the reason I'm saying I'm sorry is because it has really come to my attention that I have not been showing up fully. And for that, I want to apologize. And I want to also share with you um, why it is that I have not been doing more reading videos where I'm doing tarot readings. And actually, even with private clients, I am not I've had a lot of resistance coming up to actually just doing readings, single readings. And it's really important that I feel it's really important to explain why that is. And part of that explanation is going to really explain the fact that I actually am showing up now, which is why I'm explaining this to you. But I also felt at the same time a need to pick 5 cards because the thing I love about the tarot is it kind of tells a story using archetypal types of symbolism. So I find them useful in telling a story, and that's why I picked the cards. If you're asking if these cards are for you, beautiful lady, if you are watching this video, yes, the cards are for you, okay? Because nothing happens by accident. There are no coincidences, at least not in the world I live in. Everything is for a reason. So um, the reason why I have had so much resistance to doing just readings is because I almost really feel um, that I'm really doing you a disservice by doing that. And let me explain why. Because what happens is when I give a reading for someone, um, whether it is, an hour reading or even, years ago when I was doing science or psychic fairs in Arizona, in Sedona, in Tucson, and here in Ohio as well. I would get like a 15, 20-minute reading with someone. And I immediately knew I was being shown um, like a younger version of the person that I'm giving the reading to. I was being shown this little like 5-year-old or 4-year-old girl or boy, and I would get information about what had happened to them at that age that was causing and or contributing to the problem that they're currently having. And oftentimes that problem was in their romantic life. And it really broke my heart sometimes to watch them walk away because, I couldn't really address the issue with them in a 15 or 20-minute reading. I mean, that's just not possible. And the thing that really tore me up about that is because I knew, and especially as I've grown through the years as a coach, as a mentor, and I've really invested thousands and thousands of dollars into, furthering my training, my certifications, and, to really get at the root of, what causes people to repeatedly be attracted to, for example, men who are unavailable, that are emotionally distant and unavailable, and yet, you know, let's say you're in a pattern where that's the sexiest man on the planet for you. And even if you met a really, really nice, well-balanced, emotionally available man, you have no attraction to him whatsoever. And this is something that I've lived through. I was caught in this pattern, so I know how much it can cost you. It is so costly. It has cost me so much in my life. And so now, when a woman comes to me and I know she's caught in that kind of pattern, and it's coming from her childhood, it's coming from, trauma that happened to her in her childhood, very specific situations, because that's what I'm seeing as an intuitive. And yet I cannot do the work with you in a reading. I cannot. There is more that needs to be done. Okay. And so I feel that I'm doing you a disservice if I just give you a reading and then you go about your merry way, and I don't hear from you for maybe another year or whatever time it is. And guess what? That next reading, you're still pretty much in the same situation you were. And that's because just getting a tarot reading is not going to resolve the issue. There's no way that it can. And so I'm here to really show up for you this year in 2019. On the date that I'm shooting this, it is actually February 1st. We are like 2 weeks away from Valentine's Day. And if you are one of those women who is caught up in this pattern of being attracted to men who treat you like a doormat, or maybe the opposite, you're attracting men who are more like little boys, for example, and they're overbearing, like they want to totally be with you 24/7. So, that's another pattern that we can get into. And either one means that you're not actually going to get the love that you really want. You're not going to be in a healthy soulmate type of relationship. And I'm using quotes here because, soulmate means whatever it means for you. Okay. So here are the cards that Spirit had me pick for you. Number 1, here's the 9 of Swords. This is you every night, kind of, aware that you have this situation going on, and it's causing you a lot of mental anguish. Maybe you broke up with someone and you can't really totally move on with your life. Maybe you're trying to date and trying to find somebody new, but you can't really seem to get over this guy, even the guy that you knew was no good for you, because it was part of your pattern. Now, this was the second card, Strength. This is pointing you the way out of this situation, which is your inner strength. Notice it's a woman, a very feminine looking woman. And so what this card means to me is the way out of the situation, number 1, is owning your feminine power. That strength that is within you, that is not coming from a masculine place. In fact, this is one of the main problems that we women today are having in relationships, is we are totally showing up as just like men. We're bringing in the energy of men because most of us were raised like little boys. And I'll go into that more in future videos. Some of you may have already realized that to some extent, but I want to address it more. But I want to keep this video, bite-sized, okay, so that I don't lose you. Next card up, and this is exactly how it came up in reverse, the Knight of Cups. This is someone offering you love, okay? But once again, it's in the reverse. So you may have already attracted someone else new into your life, but this could denote a false start, or maybe you're not really into it because you're still trying to get over your ex. Hello? And or you may have already recognized with this new guy that once again, it's just the same freaking pattern that you are caught in. It's like being stuck on a roller coaster or a merry-go-round and you just can't get off. Next card up, King of Staves, or King of Swords, I'm sorry. And the sword suit, when I see this, now they're telling me that this could be your energy, or it needs to be your energy. You need to have this energy of getting clear. And even if you're a woman, it doesn't matter, because this could be a male or a female. And like I said, beautiful woman who is watching this video, more than likely you were raised to be a boy anyhow. So you may be carrying very masculine energy in ways that you don't even understand yet. Okay? And like I said, I'll get more into that. But you need to be this energy of being very clear with your words on what it is that you want, and also being clear, like they're showing me you drawing a line in the sand, that I am no longer going to tolerate this crap right here. Because if you keep accepting what you don't really want, you're going to keep getting more of what you don't really want. So it's time to draw a line in the sand. It's time to get clear about what it is you want in a relationship, and trust and believe that you can get it. Because here you are, Seven of Pentacles. You're just waiting around, waiting for the cards, the right cards to come up. And that's, again, this is why I am not doing readings, because readings tend to be, in the way that I see people using them, they tend to be like an addiction, because it's like sitting down at a slot machine and you keep pulling that handle down and waiting for the right combination of cards to show up on the screen so that you can win big, right? And this is what we're all doing. I see this so much. I actually have seen a lot of the current channels that are out there on YouTube where they're giving readings, and man, they get tons and tons and tons of subscribers, 10,000, 20,000. These people get subscribers. And you know why? Because so many of us, and especially those of us who have this pattern of addiction, I call it love addiction, because it's really what it is. You become addicted to people who are never going to give you what you want, because they can't. And you're waiting. So you'll go to all these different channels on YouTube looking for another tarot reading to finally have your cards just come out right and tell you that, yes, you're finally going to meet your soulmate. And I'm here to tell you the truth, dear lady, this beautiful woman that is watching this video right now. I'm going to tell you the truth, because to be honest with you, I am no longer concerned about how many subscribers I get or don't get, because here's what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for in my tribe, see, I'm drawing the line right here. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Here's what I'm looking for. I want to be clear. I'm looking for women who have this pattern. You're up all night. This is costing you. Not only costing you sleep and mental anguish, it's probably even costing you money. And you may even be neglecting and or mistreating your children because of some man in your life who is, a narcissist, or, too selfish, whatever his thing is. And yes, I know he was abused by his, I get it. I know that. But the person I'm concerned with is you, because you are watching this video. So I do have a key to help you to end this pattern that you have once and for all. Years ago, I couldn't honestly say that, because I was, really gathering pieces of the puzzle. And I finally found the cure for codependency, the cure for insecure attachment, the cure for avoidant attachment. I found the cure, and I want to share that with you. But if you're not ready for that, if you want to just, keep going from channel to channel, waiting for the right freaking cards to fall, and thinking that that's going to happen without you doing the inner work, see, this is part of the magical thinking that we get caught up in. We get caught up in these fantasies And this is what keeps us from healing. Okay? And that's why I'm here to bring this up to you. Because it's time to stop the magical thinking. It's time to stop just fantasizing about, oh, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could just meet my soulmate, and just hoping that someday the right cards are going to appear. The right cards are going to appear when you are willing to do the inner work. I'm willing to show you a way that will work. And I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to be talking more about that in future videos. So that's all I want to say for now. I'm actually going to be creating a separate YouTube channel for people, just for you. If you are a woman who is either married or single and you're not happy with your relationship, I'm creating another video channel that is just for you. I believe it's going to be called Create Your Soulmate. And some people may unsubscribe. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. Because like I said, if you just want to have readings every week, every month, waiting for that, wonderful news that your soulmate is finally coming, sorry, that's not who I am. But if you want to do the inner work, in fact, if you want to join me in the Dominican Republic in April, let's do this thing, because I'm going to have a retreat there for just a select group of women. So I will be giving you more information on that to come. So for right now, again, my name is Dawn Priolat. My website is dawnpriolat.com for right now, and I hope you stay with me.